And now your next bout, 3 5-minute rounds in the UAE Warriors Bantamweight division. Please welcome first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing Tajikistan, Sarvara Hamidova.
All right, that man right now walking into the cage. Sarvara Hamidova, also known as Mowgli. Perfect, 11-0.
Got a great fight in the line, guys. The Super Korean against the Mowgli.
That man from Tajikistan, he is a boxer.
And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner and representing South Korea, Soo Yeon-yu.
Walking into the cage, Super Korean Yeon-yu from Gunpo City, South Korea, 25 years old, Bond Jiu-Jitsu team member. He is a grappler. It's Tajikistan versus South Korea coming up next. So Yeon-yu's got 8 fights under his belt. 135.9 pounds. His nickname, Super Korean. All right, both men inside the cage now. Here's Cyrus for the official intros.
And now 3 5-minute rounds in the UAE Warriors Bantamweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a boxer, standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 134.9 pounds. His record an impressive 11 wins, 0 defeats. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia by way of Tajikistan, I give you Sarvara Mowgli Hamidova. And now his opponent, standing across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. A jiu-jitsu specialist, standing 5 foot 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135.9 pounds. His record, 7 wins with only 1 defeat. Fighting out of Gunpo, South Korea, I give you the Super Korean Soo Yeon-yu.
Super Korean going up against Mowgli.
As your referee, when the action begins, Mark Goddard.
Bantamweight showdown, your referee, legendary, Mark Goddard.
Super Korean, 25 years old. He made his debut when he was 18 years old, man.
Wow.
That's very impressive.
The game right now. Here we go. Round number 1. UAE Warriors 24. Bantamweight showdown, and here we go.
And it is game time here in the Bantamweight division. The Super Korean there coming out of the right corner in the black and the white. But this man right here, Sarvara Hamidova, is no joke. As you can see, he punches with a lot of power. Only as you can see, this guy has just explosion written all over him. There's a reason why he's 11-0.
Yeah, what an incredible record. The 7-1's no slouch either.
Oh, without a doubt.
You can see a lot of pressure on the grappling and the wrestling.
Right.
Let's see if the Super Korean getting out this takedown attempt.
Sarvara Hamidova, also known as Mowgli, is a boxer and trains under Team Tajmath. And Song Young Yu, Super Korean, from Bon Jiu-Jitsu team, and hails from Gunpo City in South Korea.
The Super Korean. Sounds like a superhero. Should be flying all over Seoul and one side.
Yeah, imagine.
Let's see tonight, guys.
Imagine I pummel
That's
my
the time
nickname.
to prove that.
He's going to need his superpowers tonight, man, against Tajikistan's own Hamidova.
To give Hamidova his first loss, let's see, man. Hamidova looks very solid on the grappling.
Imagine earlier I was saying my nickname was Natural. I want to change it now, Supernatural. How about that? All right. See the supernatural more.
Team
Absolutely. Supernatural. I dig
Natural,
it. Yeah,
right?
we got something going on
That's
there.
a good one, bro.
It's marketable. I see it on T-shirts everywhere, man.
The
Posters on the
supernatural.
walls.
Hamidova working with the shoulder shots. He doesn't look like a boxer right now. He's really enjoying a lot of clinch, looking for takedowns, and he appears to be the grappler out of the two at the moment.
Very, very strong, able to keep Su Young-Yu up against the fence. Su Young-Yu coming off of 7 straight wins. The only loss he had was very early on in his career, was a unanimous decision loss. Ever since then, it has been all W's. Last time it was a round 1 armbar, but then you look at Hamidova and what he's done, and you know, no blemishes on his record whatsoever. You can see very, very aggressive. He's cutting off Su Young-Yu everywhere that he goes. Big right hand, dives in for a takedown. Sarvara, no joke.
Yeah, the only fight Super Korea lost was his debut when he was 18 years old.
Yeah,
After that, he never lost.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But we have a tough opponent with
imagine.
amazing grappling.
Yeah. Imagine fighting at 18 years old.
Yes, so it's kind of hard to imagine, guys. To be so young, and because you know it's such a pressure to be in a cage, man. That's not an easy thing.
I mean, I was fighting, but I was like fighting Bowser and Koopa Troopas and stuff like that. You know, a lot of video games at 18 years old. But when you talk about, we're talking about the man on top right here that has certainly dominated, Sarvara Hamidova. We're talking about 11 straight wins. Last time he was in action, it was the end of year last year over Aslan Tovasaltanov for AMC Fight Nights. And yeah, a lot of submissions and a lot of decisions. So he has a gas tank for days, and he will wear you out for 3 straight rounds.
And Hamidova, his background is a boxer, but you can see how good he is in grappling, in wrestling, pressure. So you can see how the sport is on a different level nowadays, guys. Everyone, look at that.
Approaching now, a minute left here in the first round.
Beautiful suplex. He don't give any space. Hamidova don't give any space for the South Korea, man.
That Russian style, man, smothering style. Another superstar, Khamzat Chimaev in the house. He's going to be in action tomorrow night on Yas Island, UFC 267.
And you can only expect one thing from him. He's going to smash.
Yes,
everybody.
But he's taking on Li Jingliang, who is an absolute beast as well. That matchup could steal the entire show tomorrow night. Yeah. So great to see him out here supporting. Very, very big night for him. And, of course, Khabib with that vested interest as well. A lot of those guys coming out of the same camp.
Yep.
Final seconds here in round number 1 as Sarvara Hamidova, the man they call Mowgli, doing what.
Your bantamweight showdown, Super Korean versus Mowgli.
Hamidova just looked perfect, man, on the strategy.
Don't forget, later on, coming up next, we got a catch weight also, 194 pounds, and later on also on the show, featherweight and bantamweight world championship.
Can't wait for that, man. So excited to see those titles on the line. It really amps everything up here at UAE Warriors 24. And as you saw a little earlier on the promo, UAE Warriors 25, the announcements will be coming very soon. Will it be before the end of the year? Will it be in 2022? Make sure you get the app so you can find out. Stay tuned to all of our social media, and you'll certainly find out when UAE Warriors 25 is. I'm excited to find out myself, man. I want to book my flight, get over here.
Hey, probably New Year. You never know.
Good chance. There's a very, very good chance. And
Again,
then I know that Ollie's going to be on the card, so then I'm already amped up. And he's just rubbing his hands together, man, chomping at the bit. I know you want back in that cage so badly.
I'm going to come here, commentate the Friday night, the Arabia show.
Okay.
Promote myself.
Yes, as you should. As you should.
Kick some butt on the Saturday night.
Yeah, I love it, man.
That's right, Ollie. So, guys, see, once again, Hamidova is under pressure. Just like...
It's called deja vu. It's that feeling of deja vu, man.
Totally. So I just don't know what can the Super Korean do to avoid this pressure by Hamidova.
Hamidova's been very aggressive from the get-go.
It's just like a pit bull, man. Just
considering he's a boxer.
Yes, but come on, man. His grappling is outstanding.
Right. 3 minutes and 10 left in the second round.
Oh man, that was a very good shot.
Well, this is an opportunity for Su Young-Yu to possibly turn some tables here. He's got Hamidova stood back up. He's not being out grappled. He's being clinched. He has to do something to turn the tide. He tried to come over the top. And sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do. And now you kind of feel the same feeling that you maybe felt for Atemba Garembo when you're just being smothered. There's not a whole lot of ways to go. Not a whole lot of ways out here, Ollie.
So frustrating. You want to get your strikes off, and there's just no space and no time.
And Hamidova gas tank is like endless, man. He keeping the pressure because we all know that grappling takes a lot of you, a lot of energy, but
says a lot about his conditioning.
He looks great. Look at him, guys. He's just ready to attempt again.
Well, this has to be a guy that's still very, very young with this sort of record. If he can eke out this victory, that, you know, a Mick Maynard's going to look a little bit closer at him, and this could be a very big opportunity, and he may be one of those fighters that makes that jump to the UFC. Of course, it always helps if he can get in there and finish him off and tap him out or TKO him.
And it's happened many times. We have a lot of fighters, you know, jumping from UAE Warriors, not just in the UFC, but also in Bellator, PFL, just to name a few.
Nice kick up high there by Su Young-Yu, trying to get some offense in on what seems to be a pretty unbeatable thus far Sarvara Hamidova. Nobody's been able to crack the code yet. Nice kick to the body by Hamidova as he's allowing Su Young-Yu to kind of get some offense off here. Not going right back into that takedown to that clinch. Maybe showing off his wide range of skills here, guys.
Super Korean and Mowgli. Bantamweight action, your referee inside the cage right now. Mark Goddard. Oh! Oh!
Uh-oh.
He failed that
And he had slowed down a little bit up to that. He seemed to have slowed down, but they just picked up the pace at the end of the round.
Yeah, that's right. Hamidova is just, he knows he's ahead. He's just taking his time. And he's going to push on the third round.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 for him.
That was a good round, though.
He's, he just...
And they're shouting his name. Sarvara's on. Hamidova. Oh!
Nice right hand by Hamidova early on, trying to show all of his game tonight here in front of Mick Maynard and all the big names.
Big calf kick.
I mean, and you got to believe that a win here, Hamidova could be punching his ticket to a title opportunity potentially as well. We have a lot of good bantamweights in this organization.
Lock Dog is the king currently right now.
Yes, he is, but is he going to be the king by the end of the night? That's the question, right?
We're going to find out later on, so stay tuned.
We will see. I just think the Super Korean should push the pace now. He's behind.
Nice.
Otherwise, it'll be the same pressure by Hamidova.
Oh.
Let me go to you. I'm going to go to you, Ollie, just in the fact that, you know, as commentators, as fans, you know, we say, all right, you got to go for it, you got to go for the finish. Sometimes it's not as easy as that because you got to find the opening, right? It's not just rush forward.
Oh, he connects that one.
Button mash and throw everything you can at him. Sometimes you got to take your time, right?
Yeah, you know, it's so simple out here, isn't it? But when you're in there, there's a lot more worry and fear, and you're aware of the opponent's reactions. So you're a lot more hesitant to do these things.
But you're also, you have it in your mind that you got to get the finish, right? I mean, it has to be going on in your brain.
You know, it takes a lot of mental strength to fight for that, especially when you think you're down. Maybe you think you can't do it. There's a lot of self-doubt, and you have to be very strong character in there.
Yeah. Always love to get that, you know, get that insight, right? You know, the guys that have actually stepped inside this cage and what goes through their head, because it's so easy for us to criticize.
We want to see you in the cage one day, Cyrus.
Well, yeah, well, you see me in the cage every fight.
That's right.
I'll be in the cage here in a few minutes.
Now look at that, guys. So the Super Korean is trying to...
He's having a good round.
Yeah. He's trying to take Hamidova down now.
Well, he knows he's like down the scorecard, so he's ramping it up right now.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, he's got his corner to tell him that. He's got his coaches to tell him that. But, you know, he could be an autopilot right now. He's certainly fighting more of a man possessed here. He knows that he has to get something done.
That's the strong will we were talking about. He's looking to win still. He's not just going to survive.
Now he's kind of coming around the back here of Hamidova. But Hamidov's going to turn into him, and he's going to negate that.
He's so hard to control.
2 minutes and 15 left in his bout.
Some hard breathing as well by the Super Korean.
Pace has slowed down significantly this last round. These grappling exchanges really take it out of you so much.
They certainly do. Back and forth action here in round number 3. We are well under 2 minutes left in the fight. We can all grasp that Soo Young-Yu is behind on scorecards. Hamidova has to keep his foot on the gas, though, because when you don't, that's when you make mistakes, and you don't want to let Soo Young-Yu in.
Young-Yu's having a great round. He's winning this round, though, and he's still in this fight. 1 minute to really push the action.
Soo Young-Yu with a minute left here in this bantamweight bout. Fighting back valiantly, hanging right in there with Hamidova. But it is very hard to put away this man from Tajikistan. Fighting out of Moscow now and seems to have all the answers. Now it's turning into a little bit of a slugfest here, Ollie. This is that fan-friendly fight that everybody wants to watch, right? Just trading back and forth.
It really is. I mean, I'm enjoying this last round.
This is the type of fight that we should have seen rounds 1 and 2. You know, we didn't see Su Young-Yu really open up until this round. That's the problem.
No, I think Hamidova fought really hard the first 2 rounds, and possibly his energy is a little bit low. And Young-Yu's taken advantage of it and pushed him and certainly winning the round, in my opinion.
Well, there you have it. Last seconds now of this bout, bantamweight showdown, and that's about it. Mowgli, Super Korean.
Well, very, very solid fight there for Sarbjan Hamidov, as he should be well on his way to victory number 12. Sort that out as Su Young-Yu had a great round 3, but most likely too little too late in this situation.
Yeah, even I think Hamidov lost this round, but he was still able to win the fight.
I think it's screaming Cyrus. All right, there you have it. Great bout, bantamweight action. Coming up next, time for the bigger boys, welterweight, and then we got a catch weight of 194 pounds between Tarek Suleiman versus KB Drular. My partner out here, Daniel Moraes, I'm sure you're having a good time enjoying this.
Great time, great fight, Steve. Another outstanding match.
Right, exactly right. Here we go now with the official announcement. Here's Cyrus Feast.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, the judges have the scores 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Sarbjan Hamidov! And coming to present the award to Sarbjan Hamidov is the CEO of UAE Warriors, Fuad Darwish, and matchmaker from the UFC, Vic Maynard.
All right, your winner. Well deserved. Sarbjan Hamidov from Tajikistan, victorious tonight.